Welcome to another week on Asteroid Protocol. Of course, we've got a lot going on this week. Definitely new collections, some new trending collections, but we're not going to focus too much on the collections today because I want to talk about ROIDS. I want to talk a little bit about ROIDS because ROIDS has been making some noise. Okay, so first of all, ROIDS is now live on CoinGecko, so you guys can check it out. Make sure you head over to CoinGecko and add it to your portfolio. I love to see this is being tracked. A lot of us in the community have been waiting for this for a long time. It's now coming. And a lot of this is thanks to, of course, Astroport and, of course, that bridge over there, right here. Bridge your tokens over to Astroport, over to Neutron, get onto Astroport, start providing liquidity and earn some rewards. So I'm going to talk about incentives as well. So again, ROIDS is over on CoinGecko. Add that to your portfolios. Why not? Not to mention, of course, the guys over at Cito Zone. Crypto Cito himself has spoken about this and released this information to his community and the greater community as well. So why not check that video out? It's a great one, okay? Now, I want to let you guys know something as well. Like I said, ROIDS is kind of making splashes, making some noise. So if you head over to Astroport and you look at tokens, you're going to see that ROIDS is actually in the list. Now, of course, things are going to be moving, but definitely just recently, ROIDS was in the top for the 24-hour volume and, of course, doing some pretty big numbers on the 7-day as well. So why not head over to Astroport when you decide to bridge and check out some of those movements that ROIDS is making, right? More ROIDS news. Okay, ROIDS has officially reached the 6-figure mark, and it has actually increased since this post was made. So again, head over to Astroport, check out the pools, and dive in and see what's happening with this. As you see, ROIDS CFT-20 right there, Adam. That's a great pool, some cool incentives. And we'll definitely talk about incentives as well. So there are 3 major pools that have reached a certain target, I suppose, on the Astroport side. And of course, that's the ROIDS Atom pool, that's the IBCG Atom pool, and that's the Atom 1K LFG ROIDS pool. That's a lot of words, it's a big mouthful, but I'm just going to say super excited to see a lot of these communities coming together and bridging their tokens over, providing liquidity, and other members of the community are jumping in. We started from CFT-20s kind of in a sense, just being these tokens that have, in a sense, no value. But of course, the value is there and being generated by you, myself, everybody in the community. So kudos to us for diving in. More ROIDS news, okay? So the top 2 pools, of course, for CFT-20s are the ROIDS pool and, of course, the Atom 1K LFG pool. Again, dive over there, check out the statistics for yourself. Of course, these numbers will change based on the timing, but you could see the top CFT-20 pools, and I'll show you guys exactly how to locate that for yourselves, right? So if you head over, right, like I said about incentives, so this is the Atom 1K LFG ROIDS CFT-20 pool. It's a lot of words, but you can actually take a look right here and you'll see the incentives, and you can see that here. So if you go over here, click over to pools, and you actually just search for a pool. So I'm going to type in CFT-20 or just CFT. That's the best way. And you're going to get all of the CFT-20 pools. As you see, so many CFT-20, so many. And you can see the top pools are right here. So let's talk about incentivizing pools. Super simple. If you have a CFT-20 token that you want to use to give as an incentive, of course, make sure you've created one and you've deployed it, you've minted some, and now you want to head over to Astroport and you've bridged it as well. Let me not forget that. You definitely have to make sure you bridge, right? And so you head over to Astroport, you hit, of course, the pools tab, you hit incentivize pool, and you search for the pool that you want to incentivize. So let's just go to, like, say, ROIDS Atom. You want to incentivize the ROIDS Atom pool? Great. What token do you want to give as an incentive? You can search once you've bridged your token right here. So I'm not going to search for it now, but you could type it in right here, CFT-20, and look for it down there. Great. Now you set the amount of tokens you want to use to incentivize. And of course, you set the duration, so the period in weeks that you want to incentivize. And of course, you set a fixed, whether it's a fixed amount or a decreasing amount over time. And of course, that duration is between 1 week and 25 weeks. And it's super simple. So that means you can incentivize a pool with your CFT-20. You can then create price action on your token, which then would allow you to also submit your token to be listed on CoinGecko. Again, guys, head over and start interacting on Astroport to get the most, right? So one more quick thing. We got an update, and this is for the Rage Map. You guys have probably seen the Rage Map in the past, and it's really just a lot of ideas of things that we wish to ship and answers to questions that people have had, requests, demands, if I could even call it that. So we've got some things done. As you see, check 1, traits, royalties for these collections. So to modernize your collections and your inscriptions on on Asteroid Protocol. And then, of course, stage 2 is also complete, right? So sweeping bulk buying of CFT-20 is great. Now the creator launchpad is on the way. So definitely, guys, stick around. Testnet is coming soon. Asteroid Protocol has not stopped building. The team is still working. The devs are still pushing, maybe losing a bit of sleep, but we definitely hope that this is going to give a boost to the ecosystem. So again, always, I recommend everybody join us in the Telegram. Make sure you're part of the community. Get your questions answered, get your requests fulfilled, because if we feel like there's an interesting idea that you have, of course we want to deliver, because the tools are for you. Finally, last but not least, definitely, guys, head over to YouTube, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on YouTube or X. Follow us on X. You guys can get the link right here. Follow us on X, join the Telegram as well, and follow us, subscribe on YouTube as well. And of course, guys, I will catch you in the next one.